Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Thursday. Let's talk about spring feasts. Because now that spring has officially begun, most of us are starting to have those warmer days, are seeing the first flowers of spring cautiously blooming. And the great job of spring cleaning is underway in many a household. And soon we'll be ready to open up our hairs to the light, to the warming air, and hopefully also to people. Hospitality is considered to be an important value in most forms of paganism, both ancient and modern. And with the forced separation we experienced over the past 2 years and the general uproar and disintegration of society, I'd say it's more important than ever to create meaningful social ties and to strengthen friendships and family relationships. And one way to do that is by through the simple act of inviting people over to dinner and talking to them, spending time with them, playing games, listen to music, whatever you do, just socialization in general. And I don't think it matters if the occasion is formal or informal. What's going to count is actually spending time with people and enjoying it and getting a break from the craziness of the world. And now that we're in spring, that means we're going to start having opportunities for comfortable outdoor gatherings. Not only does the fresh air do everyone good, but the energy of the season is rejuvenating in and of itself. And that makes it a good time for reconciliations as well as for the beginnings of new friendships. Now, the big obstacle, of course, is finding the time when people are actually available to get together, and this is admittedly easier said than done. These days, it seems like everyone's schedule's in flux. It might be totally in the air, subject to change at any moment, or someone has a routine that is completely out of sync with the schedules of everyone else. So it's hard. But nevertheless, I hope that more people will decide to overcome that particular hurdle. This will require planning things in advance, which I know is an anathema to many people who prefer to do things on the spur of the moment. But when it comes to this, we've got to do a cost benefit analysis about these things. Sometimes it's better to go a bit out of our comfort zone and actually plan things so that we can maintain relationships and create some roots than it is to just leave it all to chance and end up becoming needlessly isolated. Sometimes, if you don't plan to do something, it just doesn't happen. I know that's happened in my own life, especially when I had very difficult work schedules to kind of get around and try to get together with people. And there were a lot of friendships that just grew distant and then they withered. And now, they're more acquaintances than they are friends, and it's sad. But we can take hold of ourselves. We can start to break this pattern. We just have to put forth a little effort to do so. Now, there's lots of options for our spring feast and for getting back into the swing of showing hospitality to others. Cookouts, barbecues, grills, potlucks, these are classic options. They're relatively inexpensive rather. They're relaxed. There's a lot of pluses to this because most people are not particularly formal. And, if they can't show up in their t-shirt and their blue jeans, they just don't want anything to do with it. They don't want anything too structured. So if we work with that, that could be an opportunity to, again, make sure those friendships are maintained without anyone feeling too stiff. However, if you do like a bit of formality and structure, and you know other people who share that, who would share the enjoyment of that, throw a dinner party. Get out your china, get busy in the kitchen, light the candles, make your guests feel special and pampered. Another idea that's not as formal as a dinner party, but also not as relaxed as, like a potluck dinner, is to throw a tea party. Now, even if you aren't a tea drinker yourself, or if the people you're thinking of inviting aren't much on tea, you can still have a tea party, but you can just also serve coffee or hot chocolate if it's chilly, or lemonades if it's warm. Use your imagination. It isn't so much about the tea, unless you're associating with tea purists, and then it absolutely is about the tea. But for most of people, it's more so about the setting because it's a treat to come into to a room and there's a table set up and you've got those little cute tea sandwiches and the nice shapes. You have the little scones and the pedophores and a steaming pot of tea or some other nice beverage. And these are just a couple of ideas to jumpstart the brainstorming. Whatever kind of gathering you can envision yourself being comfortable hosting, that's within your financial means to do so. Be practical, of course. Anything you can think of to do, just start imagining, start dreaming, and then start reaching out to people. So, whatever you have planned for this spring, I do hope it includes practicing the fine art of hospitality and getting to enjoy the company of other people. We need interaction with other humans that goes beyond kind of the day in, day out interactions within our own household. And we do need interactions that aren't just taking place at work in a professional setting or when we're around running errands. This is part of being a part of a community, and it's part of being a more balanced human being. So I hope you feel inspired, and I hope you will give this a go. If you'd like to get a little bit of a pep talk, feel free to leave a comment about that in the comments below. I will do my best to encourage you, or you can come see us at Blackbird's Brew. There's a link to join in the description box below, and I'd be happy to give you all the pep talk and confidence you need so you can start having your house more open to social gatherings. But in the meantime, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.